Hey, this is Little Willie from Little Willie's Record Shelf, and we have Tommy Skio and
Brian Powell.
Brian Powell. I just learned your name last night. So from Resist and Bite. You've heard Resist and Bite with their new songs Fate and The Myth I'm Living on A to Z Radio. I hope you guys know that we bought your music, we're playing your music, and people are loving it.
I did not know that, and that is fucking rad, man.
And if you want to talk rad, how about a show at the Mercy Lounge last night?
Well, man, the energy was amazing.
Yeah, it was fun.
You know, it was fun. It really was. And the energy was giving it to us, and Nathan was really able to capture it, and it was pretty awesome.
I was really impressed. I mean, that show was off the chain.
Thank you.
And I don't have I've actually got my radio station playing in the background.
You know,
over
Nathan really did kill it last night. I was just telling our other guitar
Nathan
player.
is the singer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Nathan was on fire.
He was,
You all were on fire, though.
You know, honestly, man, I mean, I'm rocking and I'm trying to get back. I haven't really played live like this for a while, and I'm going to be 60 in February, and I have some COPD and some issues, so when I'm up there, man, I'm trying to just keep my breath going, so I don't feel like I don't move as much as I used to, but I'm going to try and stop smoking and see if it changes.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Let's be quitting smoking, buddies.
I mean, when I leave this podcast, I think tomorrow might be the day. I don't know. It'll be Monday.
I tried to make this weekend my weekend to quit.
Well, I do this every day,
Yeah.
so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But it's after last night's show, man, that's really bothering me. But nonetheless, not that we weren't rocking. I just know myself. I look over at B-Dog, and he's just tearing it up.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm just trying to catch a breath.
I am an animal.
Yes, you are.
That's why I play bass.
I was so impressed with the show. You guys were tighter than an E string.
Thank you.
Or tighter than a snare drum, however you want to call it. The chemistry and the
Chemistry's
band.
awesome. I mean, the way this band happened is so organic that it's wonderful, you know.
Well, why don't you tell us a little about that? I've got a few odd questions, but
our
that's
drummer
definitely
Dave is he just knows
Schmoozer,
everybody.
yeah.
He's a mover and shaker, and he just knows everyone. And he's the one who was the catalyst of bringing everybody together in this band.
That's awesome.
And we went through a cycle of a few different singers, and we finally got our man with Nathan. And as soon as he came, and we started demoing the day that we met him, like I only knew Nathan for, probably like 15 minutes before I'm on a microphone doing chants for Dropping Bombs, which is on our new record.
And that's kind of how Nathan is, man. It's like we were a band like from the minute we met. It's like we already preconceived it, right? It was in our heads, but we didn't question it when we got together. It was just on. We started working, and that's still how we work. Real energy and just kind of let's do it, let's go. All right.
I've been in a band myself, and you have that moment where you just look around the room and go, this is it.
Oh, yeah.
This is what's happening. And I could see that happening last night. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it.
Yeah, it is an energy type thing, and I'm so glad I had that in Tesla, and I never thought I'd have that again. I didn't even know if I was going to do a band again, and man, I have that basically the exact same thing in this band in a different way, but very similar, and it's I love it.
It's a real band, you know, like Tommy was saying. I haven't been in a real band like this for so long.
Right, and we're in an age where, you know, one person's hiring in 4 or 5 other guys, and, you know, it's great to know that there are still real bands out there, and you guys are.
It's magical to be part of one.
It is.
You know, it really is.
It is. I'm in my head, man. I mean, I know this is going to sound fucking stupid, but I just hope like we're the fucking messiahs, man, and not bring rock back, but just that bring back the real kind of rock, you know, and that's what we are. We're like no bullshit. It's just the real deal, man.
Yeah, and I've been digging the tunes since Myth I'm Living first come out. You guys have got the sound, the rhythms, the melodies,
and I
and
love
the harmonies.
songwriting and the way we all work together. All of that is within the chemistry, and it's badass, man.
Yeah, and I was just so impressed that you guys brought that to the stage from the album. Speaking of the album, how long are we going to be till we see a full-time release? September 14th.
That's a first.
And
I think
that's
that's
a
the first
tall
I've
order.
heard that said. Yeah,
it's a tall order though, because that's not a long time. We have a lot of work before that's going to happen.
We've been sitting on a slow-moving,
like
wheel,
the mixes took a little long.
Yeah.
Now the wheel is all of a sudden we've
It had to
shifted
get
gears
somewhat
and,
right.
Yeah, you have to have the mix
to get
right,
it right,
because Well, there's been mixes that's ruined albums.
Yeah,
So
so-
I'm sure everybody can
But
get
so far, Fate came out, and that's from the recordings, and you've heard
Yeah.
Fate.
Okay.
The new video.
Fucking, it sounds great. So we're really happy with Mike Rosen produced it. He did Into the Now with me with Tesla, and it turned out really great. We're
Okay.
real proud of it.
And I did, a lot of the fans last night did appreciate the, let's call it a history lesson. I think that's what Nate called it.
Nate called it a history lesson, yeah.
And you guys killed it on those, but still, it's kind of like the history lessons were okay. And for you listeners that aren't knowing, Resist and Bite played, was it 2 or 3 Tesla
I think
songs?
we did 3.
Yeah,
We did 3.
They did 3 Tesla songs, and they were really great performances. But in my opinion, the Resist and Bite stuff was on fire,
Yeah.
just at the same
And
level.
what's great is you didn't really know all the songs, maybe Myth and Fate. And, man, we're slamming it down. And Nathan, he really handles it great. He's just like, hey, man, he feels out the audience. You digging these, and of course they are, which is so beautiful. And
Yeah.
we're so grateful that people are loving our as much as we love it.
Yeah, we had a great crowd at Mercy Lounge last night for Rare
Yeah,
Hair.
it was a great
awesome.
crowd. But it was a great band right up in front of them, too, and I really appreciate that. Are you guys looking for a label deal, or are you guys staying independent, or how are you going to go about
actually
that?
got a record deal.
We are
kinda,
working
sorta.
on something right now, yeah.
Well, no, there's a guy that's been financing us from the beginning, and he's just kind of officially taken over just recently. And basically, he's the record company, he's our management at the moment. Things might shift and change later on, but right now we had to get the record out. We've been trying to get labels interested, and maybe it will happen now that a gig where there's a lot of excitement seems like after last night. But we just had to move on the record. We couldn't wait another whatever to release it, and it's ready, so we got to do it.
Yeah, I mean, we're a brand new band that was about to come out, and then COVID hit, and it changed the whole trajectory of everything.
And I think everything happens for a reason, but
because of that, though, we got to record this record, really in a really special place, and have the time to do it.
The
and
way
make,
it all just
make
happened.
make it like an old school type rock record,
Well, and I know you were also in a point where you weren't allowed to be with each other 100% of the time.
That's right.
So you made what time you did have worth it.
we still did it. We went up to the house up there in Kentucky, and we didn't have to deal with anybody. We did it. We made it happen.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, and I see. I think I've actually covered all of my questions.
I just think the industry is so different right now, and that's what I mean. I would love it as far as, you have all those bands that have kind of been between the 90s and now, and I don't know, it's not that they're bad. I like a lot of the stuff or anything. I just want some real rock to come back, you know what I mean?
Yeah, energy. That's
And
where it's all at.
We want to bring it, man. We're trying. So
And
we
you guys are
really
doing a
feel
fantastic job
Well,
at this
thank you.
point.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And by the way, this is the first interview this guy has ever done. He was brave enough to. I can't believe he told us that, and I think you did a fucking rad job. Dude.
Well, thank you.
8+, man.
I'm inspired by the rad job you guys did.
Great.
I mean, up
Great.
to this point, because I'm really digging everything Resist and Bite's doing.
Thank you.
Do you want to go ahead and give us the full band lineup?
Yeah.
I'm Brian Powell on bass.
I'm Tom Skio on guitar. Steve Stokes plays guitar. He does a lot of other stuff too. He's a crazy man. Nathan is a crazy man. He's on singing, and then Dave Parks, the great bringer together of people. That's
man,
our
what a
drummer.
powerhouse
and
he
what a
is.
motherfucker he is.
Yeah.
And, that's right.
I did have one question. Now, Dave's the other guitar player?
Steve.
Dave's the drummer.
Steve, okay.
Dave's the drummer.
Now, are you looking to go into, like, you and Frankie had classic dual leads together where you're playing harmoniously?
We did a little of that last
Yeah.
night, but there's more of that on the record, and more will be revealed as we go on and play. But we have I don't do really instrumentals, but we have one on the first record.
Right.
Yeah, we
And I love it. There's a lot of that harmony stuff going on. We're actually doing that quite a bit. Actually, more than me and Frank did, I think.
That's exciting to hear.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you joining us, guys. And
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure to meet you both.
Thank
and I
you.
can't wait till I believe you're coming to Ohio again too. I'm from Ohio. I missed your your JD Legends show, which was like 3 weeks ago.
That was great.
That was
Really.
that was a lot of fun.
That's a great venue,
Yeah.
and they're doing a really good job about bringing
fun.
bands in.
That was our first gig ever.
Really?
Not a lot of people there, but man, it was intimate. And
It was
it was
great.
special. It was
It
a
was
special
great,
night, man.
yeah.
Well, that's a great thing, and I hope to see you guys again real soon.
Thank you. Thank
This
you.
is Little Willie from A to Z Radio. We had Tommy Skio and
Brian Powell.
Brian Powell. I'm going to remember that next
all
time.
right.
Bass player Brian Powell. That
Bass
makes
player.
it easy to
I'm a
remember.
bass player too, brother.
Nice.
Thank you very much,
Thank
and you
you.
guys have a great time here at ROCKNPOD.
You got it. Thank you.
All right.